Hello everybody, I decided to do a review of my Dainese Full Metal Pro gloves. My other boot review is also a long-term test review. I got these gloves at the same time. These are 5 years old and they have seen multiple races. I raced regionals and this year I'm racing nationals in Canada. I have crashed in these gloves. And they are 5 years old. So I'd like people to know and to see just what the durability of these gloves are, and I'm going to go over some of the features and what I think about these gloves. So these are Dainese's top of the line glove. They have carbon fiber injection here on your knuckles and also titanium plate. So their goal here is to create basically impenetrable armor for the backside of your hand, which is great. They have this extra armor here on your pinky because our pinkies are so fragile. So when you're sliding like this, it doesn't shred through the leather. Of course, like most gloves, you have a extra protection on your palm because if you're sliding like this, then you don't have a huge hole in your hand on the bottom. And they have some extra grippy stuff going on here. They have some perforations all along here and carbon fiber to protect your knuckles there. And here, a little carbon fiber thingamajig to protect your bone that I don't know what the name of is there. So, when you first put these gloves on, the first thing I noticed when I put these gloves on is the comfort. They are super comfortable for a race glove. When you are buying a race glove, especially the highest end race glove, from all companies, they are going to sacrifice durability for feel and comfort. They will offer generally the maximum protection. However, they are not really designed to be as durable because durability means weight and less feel. So they use the thinnest type of leather basically possible without sacrificing too much durability. And I was quite scared of buying these. I think a lot of buyers are also quite scared of buying top of the line race gloves because I think the consensus out there is that they wear very quickly. So let's just see how much these have worn. So 5 years I bought these. I raced them and did numerous track days in them, and I have crashed in them. So let's take a look at my left hand here. These are generally the spots I wear out the most, and as you can see, apart from a little bit of like an abrasion here, which is actually from crashing, and if you look at the stitching, this seems to be holding up quite well. The stitching everywhere is holding up very well. All the fingers, your little backhand exoskeleton thing here, and of course this part usually sees very little damage. The part where it has sort of pulled apart is here, so that's where I probably impacted the hardest. Just coming down like that, and I might have went this a little bit, and you know when you crash you're just flailing around. So, but the most important thing is the glove did its job. I felt nothing, had nothing going on my hand, and the glove did its job. And it will still do its job if I do crash on the same spot. I'm quite confident. Yes, more stitching might pop out, but at least the glove is seeing more than one crash. So this has held up actually quite well. Usually these little gimmicky like grip type of additions to gloves, they wear out like that. But this one is actually, it's actually still almost like new. It's quite impressive how these little rubber notches type of things have not worn out crazy. Perhaps if they do wear out, if you have these gloves and they're wearing out too fast, you're probably death gripping your bike, which one of the first things you should not do when track riding is gripping your bike very hard. You should be very, very light on your bike. But that could be another video. So let's look at my right side glove. I'm gonna put it on just because it's easier to point stuff out. The right side glove didn't see as much destruction, I guess, because of the way I fell those couple times just happened to be on my left side. So there's a little bit of abrasion here. Again, the stitching held up, and just saw a little bit of scratching, but again, all stitching held up. Stitching generally blows the easiest on your fingers because it sees so much of this type of movement, right? Brake, clutch, throttle, brake, clutch, stuff like that. I've had other gloves like Alpine Stars, they're a top-of-line glove, I forgot what the name was, and all these blew. I crashed once in them, and all the stitching here blew apart. That crash was at 180 kilometer an hour low side, and I was sliding across the ground for quite some time. So that's probably a big factor. However, these have been crashing multiple times. They were not at 180 kilometers an hour, but I sort of think these would have held up better anyways. Yeah, the top, I guess the back side has held up very well. Obviously there's some fraying going on, but that's actually just on the outside type of stitching that they chose to do here for durability there. Fitting, I wear extra large all the time. I have huge hands, I wear extra large. All my gloves are extra large. And these are extra large and they fit great. When these are new, when these are new and you put them on, this feels really odd. This here is so stiff and hard, and people might think it's uncomfortable, but trust me, after you use them a little bit or you have them baking in the sun, you put them on, you play around with them, you do your little dance at home with your new gear. They're super natural. They don't feel odd at all, and like I love how it has this here, these flex joints. And they do their job. Like they're not meant to flex like crazy, but they definitely do their job. And just looking at the backside of these gloves just gives me super confidence that if I were to ever land hard and smack my hand like that, like I don't even feel anything. It'll definitely protect the back of your hand and the bone, which is very, very fragile. So yeah, I'm super impressed with these gloves. I was very tentative in buying them because of the price, of course, but I bit the bullet and I'm super happy with them. They have lasted just normal wear and tear by riding. They have lasted, nothing has blown apart, there's no holes coming up here. The leather, you can tell it's thin. You can definitely tell it's thin. Like you can feel everything that touches your fingers, which is the goal of the top line type of race glove. But I have to say I'm super impressed with these for durability. And people need to realize that these gloves are meant for racing, okay? They are not meant as a daily street use glove, okay? I've seen professional publications say how bad durability these gloves are, and they're using them as a daily type of glove, going to work, coming home, blah, blah, blah. That's not what they were designed for. They're designed for your once or twice a month track day, if you're a track day guy. And if you're a racer, then you use them during a race. Get a street glove for the street. Get a race glove for racing. If you want to buy these because you're a baller and you want to show off to your friends, that's another story. But like you cannot fault them for breaking apart if you're riding every single day of the year on your commuter bike, and you know, like this part starts to wear because they're not designed to do that. So please keep that in mind. Yeah, that's it. Hope that has helped people with their decision. And thanks for watching.